Hey, and welcome back to my Unreal demo showcase. So in the last episode I showed you how I've used some of these little sound actors such as the wind, the well, the windmill, etc. in this little village to create a nice little ambience just to the game and to this little demo that I'm doing. If you missed the last episode, this is just the map from the Unreal Learning channel, but it's basically a blank map that they provide a lot of sound for and a lot of audio files, but they also include a blank map, so I can sort of jump in and try out different things with obviously the sounds that have been provided. One thing that I wanted to show today is a good use of box triggers. So what a box trigger is basically this little green outline box that you can see just around this cube, which I'll get to in a minute. This little green outline basically is all a trigger. So when the player actually walks into this box, I can choose to do something, and when they walk out of it, I can also choose to do something. So today, what this cube is resembling, because again I don't know anything about player models, etc. You have to use your imagination a little bit. This is basically a villager that has a little quest for the player. So obviously around this trigger, as you walk in, I want them to sort of trying to lure you over using audio. So you walk in and they go like, hey, I've got a quest for you. So then obviously your attention gets drawn to this. And if you choose to ignore them and walk out of the box at any point, they'll say a little goodbye phrase like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you later, etc, etc. So how I've done this, in this little folder here, I've got two different sound cues. One's an enter and one's an exit. And this is because, obviously on enter, there will be random phrases. So here I've just got like 7 random phrases that I've recorded. Hey, come over here. I need some assistance. Ooh, I've really found myself in a pickle now. Hey, please, can you help me with this? So, just little things like that, just to sort of lure the player over to sort of get them to chat to this villager. And then I've done the exact same here with the exit. Yep, we will try this again tomorrow. Okay, maybe we'll try again another day. Maybe some other time. So just very simply, just a little goodbye phrase to say, oh, I know you've chosen to ignore me, but remember where I am because you need to come back to continue the game, basically. So they're very simple, again, running into a little attenuation, just so it's easier for the future, because then I can sort of copy this layout and then use it for different quests in the future. But then the interesting part comes in with this box trigger. So I'll show you what I mean if you're still a bit confused. So just recognise where this box is, basically just past this rock. I go into play with all the other sounds around. Hey you, come over here. Can you help me with this? So as I've entered that box, which obviously you can't see when you enter the game, I've played the entry phase to sort of signify to the player I've got to talk to this person over here. Okay, maybe we'll try again another day. Then obviously as I walk out, you can tell with the attenuation as well. As you walk out, they say a little exit phase to you. Hey, come over here. I have a quest for you. And obviously you just walk past them. Maybe some other time. Then you can tell now that is from behind you. So that's just like a little showcase of how this would work, and obviously you can imagine a lot of free roaming games that has this, and obviously because if this person has a quest and this is where you need to go, obviously you might have like a little mini map, or you might have a little symbol above the head, but it's also nice to have the audio element there to sort of signify this is the person that needs help. So very simply how I've done this is my little showcase, if you would, of my understanding of Blueprint. So I've selected the box trigger, open the level blueprint, and I know it can look quite daunting when you first look at a blueprint, but it's not too bad. So basically on trigger enter, I make sure down here that we are getting the player character, and so nothing else is passing through the box and setting that off. That goes into this little branch, and then obviously if that's true, if it is only the player character, it'll go to here. So what's happening here is my enter audio file, I basically dragged it into here, drag this up here like this and search play, which obviously then plays the sound, and that goes into there. So that's obviously on this first like row, if you would, where is begin overlap. If it's true, it'll play the enter phase. But one important thing you must remember to do is to also stop the exit phase. Because, for example, if I walk quickly in and out of the box, and I didn't have this set up here to stop the corresponding response, it would actually play both at the same time. So obviously then, if I was in game, and so we'll just walk through it very quickly. So I enter, we realise that it is the player character here in the branch. It will play the enter phase, but if the exit phase is playing, it will also stop that as well. So as I say, we don't get any overlap. On the contrary, that when the player exits, and we make sure it's the player again, we stop the enter phase if that is still playing, and then we will play the exit phase. So I'll show you what I mean about going in the box really quickly. Come over here. Can you help me with this? Hey, come over here. I need some assistance. You can tell that did it when I did. Yep, I suppose you don't want to do this today then. So we exit. Ooh, I've really found my... See you later. So you saw then that it sort of cut off the actor midway through what they were saying. Hey, please, can you help? Maybe some other time. Which is obviously what, as close as we can get it to it in real life. Obviously, maybe in real life, they might have something in between the entry and the exit phase. Sort of like, oh, I suppose you don't want to do this today, or what have you. But for now, that just adds a nice little pause to sort of signify that the person who has the quest sort of signifies that, oh, we know that you were close to me, but no, you don't want to do it today. We'll see you later. So basically that's all I wanted to show you today, how a simple box trigger can do something like this. Obviously you can do other things. The actual example that you do in the learning course is like a fake occlusion type thing, which is a great example for it, to be honest. But I thought I wanted to do something different and sort of figure out stuff by myself. So I hope you like this little sort of breakdown of how I would use a box trigger to come up with quite an easy solution to what could be a quite complex problem. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you soon in another episode.